Jennifer, you travel to more handball tournaments than any woman in the world. What motivates you to travel across the country several times a month to play this game?
I didn't start playing this game until I was quite a bit older. And I really feel that I only have a limited amount of time to play the game at a top level. And so I want to take the opportunity to do that as often as I can.
You have your own law practice, yet you still have the zest to compete with the top women in the world. What are your goals in these events?
My goal is to win a national championship. I think I've really stepped up my game in the last year, and that's my goal. I'd like to do that before I retire.
You're from Hood River, Oregon, and this has really become a hotbed for handball in recent years with Jake Plummer in the Great Northwest, the former NFL superstar who's now exposing the game to so many millions of players on the internet and also on television. Jake will be hosting a Race for 8 pro stop in October in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho this year. Mm-hmm. What do you think Jake has meant to handball in the Great Northwest and beyond?
He has just opened the information flow to a vast number of people that I think hasn't been able to be reached in a really ever. I mean, I think he's just opened that information flow and caused intrigue into people wanting to play the game or watch.
You're currently one of the top 8 women handball players in the world, and you earned an invitation to play here at the NYAC Invitational. This is one of the most prestigious athletic clubs in the world. What does it mean to you to be able to come here to New York City and compete in this great event?
It is quite an honor. It's a tournament I look forward to. This is my 3rd year coming to this tournament. It is an honor. The people here are so gracious, opening up their club to this tournament, and to be able to compete with the people that are here, it's an honor.
You were an All-American softball player in college. How did that experience help you to develop into one of the top women handball pros in the world?
The level that I competed in softball was just, it was a pretty intense level. I tried to take what I learned from my competition in softball and the mental part of that game, because I was a pitcher. I tried to take that mental part of the game and put it into handball, and I think it's really helped, not only just athletically speaking, but just the mental part of the game that goes along with it.
Do you do anything differently to prepare for a big event such as this one, the NYAC Invitational presented by the WPH, or one of the upcoming Simple Green Race for 8 pro stops?
I try to, even 3 weeks to 4 weeks before a tournament, I try to get more of a regular schedule. I do work a lot, so I try to sleep better, I try to eat better, and then be able to play handball at least a few times a week, and then do something outside of handball, like running, something to that.
What players do you admire and have you admired throughout your handball career?
Wow. Well, it's on a lower level, but I watched my family play. I watched my father play when I was young, growing up. And he still is absolutely inspiring to me. He puts 100% of himself into the game, every shot. So that to me is so admirable. I see people now on the pro tour that do the same thing, you being one of them, Dave Chapman, Ellen Garner. People, you guys just don't leave anything left. You put everything in the game. It's admirable to me.
You're one of the pros that's taken advantage of all the coaching that's out there. You've attended several Dave Chapman handball camps as well as clinics. What have you been able to learn through those clinics, and how has that improved your game?
There's so much. Shot selection is a huge thing that I've been trying to focus on the last year. Not wasting energy on the court. My left hand. I've learned so much with my left hand in the last year. But I think shot selection is probably the number one.
You're known as one of the great hustlers in both men's and women's handball. Do you take pride in knowing that you're the pro with perhaps the biggest heart on the tour?
I do, because that's the way I live my life. When you do something, you do it 100% all the time, and that's what I would love to be remembered for that.
What has the WPH meant to you and meant to handball in general over the last 5 or 6 years?
It has given me, I guess, more of an opportunity to play the game. It has created more tournaments more opportunities, better competition at tournaments. It's bringing bigger crowds, and then to be able to streamline the information back home. I have a lot of support back home, and to be able to have those people support me from there, it's been phenomenal.
What does handball mean to you?
It's motivation, something to look forward to. And I really feel like it's something you can improve on all the time, but you also achieve things every tournament you go to. So it's a perpetual gift.
Jennifer, thank you very much.
Thank you.